What is up, guys? It is XreignZ here, bringing you another two of my very own tracks. Now, this first track is called PepperGoose SX, and it is a track that I started a long time ago, actually back in January. And it started out as a remake of one of my Halo Reach tracks, which was called Rainbow SX. But it's not really a remake. It's basically almost the same layout. There's a couple of extra sections, and I kept a few jumps. It was mainly the layout that I was interested in, because I thought it was a pretty interesting layout. Back when I made the original track, I was pretty bad, so the sections were pretty bad, so I just redid most of the sections. But this section is one of the ones that I kept. In Reach it was a little less exciting, just like smaller jumps, so I made the jumps bigger, but it's still pretty much the same section. And final jump, pretty much the same. You gotta have maximum possible speed to clear it. So yeah, this track is pretty challenging in most parts, seeing as it also has a lot of splits. I really just chucked in splits wherever I could. Like, I could have just left that as a wheelie tap on both sides, but nope, I made it a triple on the left, triple on the right. So yeah, and also this section coming up on the left, yeah, I really love this section. I loved it in the first place. It was really just what I'm doing right now, but then I went and added the split on the right side, and man, it just got even better. So I'm really proud of this track. It's sometimes you get screwed in that split, but it's not too harsh of a penalty, I guess. You know, you just kind of skim along the jumps. You don't really case anything too badly. Yeah, so the reason, well, not the reason, but I'm glad I waited this long to finish off the track, because if I had finished it back when I started it, like say in January or even in Feb, I probably would not have had all these splits, so it would have just been a boring old track with easy jumps and everything like that. So yeah, definitely glad I waited till I got better at making split sections to finish this track. So yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot more challenging. I'm definitely going to continue to make these kinds of challenging tracks now that I know how to make them. So yeah, hope you guys have fun racing on this track, and so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so this track is called Aspect AX, and look at that motherfucking stadium. See, that is what you can do when you make an AX, because you don't spend up all the fucking budget making thousands of sections. You can just fucking put walls all over the place and have awesome aesthetics. Though I did kinda copy it from Pancake Muffin. In fact, I only made this map because I saw Adrenaline AX by Pancake Muffin. I kinda did a different style on this track. His was more of a real life type of AX, but mine's not. As you can see, huge berm there, you would not see that in a real life AX. Mine also has 2 extra sections. In real life there's only like 4 sections, I think. In this one there's like 6, I believe. So yeah, that's also another thing that's not realistic. And also the final jump is a triple instead of a double. So yeah. Oh, and on top of that, the track is a lot wider than a real life track. So basically this is an AX, but not really. It's really just an AX in the sense that it starts off with whoops, ends with a big jump, has rhythm sections in between, and has oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's just a back and forth layout. So basically it's an AX, but just bigger in every way. Not really much to say about this track. It's just a really fun track to race. It's not the most consistent track because I really wasn't worried about people racing it competitively or anything. So yeah, just if you flip, who gives a shit? You're not racing it in a league or anything, or at least I hope not, because that's not why the track was made. So yeah, and all the sections, all the rhythm sections, I mean, you can take the inside or the outside Now I'm starting to do that with a lot of my tracks now. Like if you want to take the outside on the split section, you want to rail the berm. If you want to take the inside, you want to completely cut the berm. Or well, not completely, but you don't want to touch the berm at least. So yeah, right here you see me doing it perfectly. Unfortunately right here I turned down a little too quick and caught my back tire on the landing. I should have kept riding the berm out and it would have been fine, but you know, small error, who gives a crap. So yeah, not really anything else to say about this track. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you give these tracks a download, and XreignZ out. I like turtles.